The casting for the 1951 film The Thing from Another World was a careful process. Director Christian Nyby and producer Howard Hawks wanted actors who could handle the film's suspense and action. They chose Kenneth Tobey for the lead role of Captain Patrick Hendry because of his strong screen presence and ability to convey leadership. Margaret Sheridan was selected for her role as Nikki because she showed a good balance of intelligence and warmth important for her character's interactions with the rest of the cast. James Arness was cast as the Thing due to his towering height and physicality, which were crucial for the menacing presence required. The casting team held several auditions and chemistry tests to ensure the actors could work well together, creating a believable and dynamic group facing an extraordinary situation. These decisions were key in bringing the thrilling story to life on screen. The 1951 film The Thing from Another World was directed by Christian Nyby under the guidance of producer Howard Hawks. Nyby's approach to storytelling focused on creating tension and suspense through the use of shadows and lighting, which was a common style in the thriller and horror genres of that era. He was influenced by earlier works of science fiction and horror, aiming to bring a sense of realism to the fantastic story. The director worked closely with the actors to develop a sense of camaraderie among the characters, which added to the film's atmosphere of isolation and danger. This teamwork extended to the entire cast and crew, fostering a collaborative environment that was essential for the film's production. The director's vision was to create a thrilling experience that kept audiences engaged and on the edge of their seats. The Thing from Another World is a classic 1951 film that brings the thrill and mystery of science fiction to the big screen. It tells the story of a group of scientists and Air Force officials who discover a crashed alien spaceship and its frozen pilot in the Arctic. As they try to understand this otherworldly visitor, things take a turn for the worse when the creature comes to life. This movie is known for its suspenseful plot and has surprised, amused, and moved audiences for decades. Now, I can't share personal stories or experiences, but I encourage you to think about how this film might have touched your life or the lives of those you know. Was there a moment in the movie that stood out to you? Perhaps a scene that left you on the edge of your seat? These shared experiences with films like The Thing from Another World create lasting memories. We'd love to hear about your most memorable moments related to this movie. Do you have a story about the first time you watched it or how it has stayed with you over the years? Please share your stories and memories in the comments below. Your experiences add to the rich history of this film and keep the legacy alive for future generations to enjoy. The 1951 film, The Thing from Another World, was a pioneer in science fiction. For its production, the team faced the challenge of creating a believable Arctic research station. They built detailed sets that looked cold and isolated, giving the film a realistic feel. Filming took place mainly on sound stages with careful lighting to mimic the harsh, icy environment. One innovative technique was the use of fast-paced dialogue, overlapping conversations to create a sense of urgency and realism. This approach was new for the time and added to the movie's tense atmosphere. The crew also had to manage the logistics of special effects like the creature's design and the fiery finale without the advanced technology available today. They used practical effects such as fire and smoke to bring the thrilling story to life. The 1951 movie The Thing from Another World is a classic film that has had a lasting effect on the science fiction genre. It was one of the first movies to show a creature from outer space, which made people think about what might be beyond Earth. The movie also showed how people can come together to face a common threat, which is a story that still connects with audiences today. It's simple but powerful storytelling, and the suspenseful atmosphere set a standard for future science fiction films. The movie's use of a remote, icy setting adds to the tension and has been used in other stories since then. Because of these reasons, the film is still watched and appreciated by new generations, showing its ongoing relevance. The music for the 1951 film The Thing from Another World was composed by Dmitri Tiomkin, who worked closely with the director to ensure the score enhanced the film's suspenseful atmosphere. The music plays a key role in building tension and guiding the audience's emotions throughout the movie. Tiomkin used a variety of instruments to create a sense of fear and mystery, which aligns with the film's theme of an alien invasion. The musicians performed with precision to bring Tiomkin's vision to life, making the music an essential part of the storytelling. The score is remembered for its ability to support the film's chilling narrative and remains a significant work in the history of film music. In a unique venture, Howard Hawks named his production company after his own middle name, Winchester, and produced a film that stood out in the early 50s. Among the talents involved was Paul Frees, whose voice became a staple in entertainment, from movie trailers to theme park attractions. Interestingly, the film featured characters like CPL, Barnes, and crew chief Bob, who were known only by their last names or titles, adding a layer of mystery to their identities. The Thing from Another World, a 1951 film, is known for its thrilling scenes. One key scene is the discovery of the alien in the ice. The direction creates tension as scientists and soldiers find the creature. The camera work shows close-ups of their anxious faces, making viewers feel their fear. The actors' performances are strong, showing shock and curiosity without words. Another memorable scene is the alien's escape. The lighting casts large shadows, making the alien seem larger and more threatening. The actors' hurried movements and urgent dialogue heightened the excitement. The filmmakers wanted to show the alien as a powerful force, and the actors worked to express a mix of bravery and fear. These scenes stay with viewers because they blend skilled direction, acting, and camera work to bring the story to life. At a remote research station in Antarctica, a group of scientists and staff find solace in an annual tradition. As the harsh winter sets in, and the last plane leaves, isolating them from the world, they gather to watch a classic tale of suspense and mystery from the golden age of science fiction cinema. This ritual marks the beginning of months of seclusion in the frozen wilderness. The story's climax leaves viewers with a cautionary message that has echoed through the decades. The warning to keep watching the skies is not just a memorable line from the film. It captures the essence of an era filled with wonder and worry, reflecting the public's fascination with unidentified flying objects and the looming anxiety of global conflict. This narrative continued to inspire and entertain as it was reimagined in the 1980s and once more in 2011, each version bringing a new perspective to the chilling premise of an extraterrestrial threat. These adaptations, while distinct, pay homage to the original, demonstrating the timeless appeal of a well-told story of otherworldly suspense. The 1951 film, The Thing from Another World, had a significant effect on its audience and popular culture. It was one of the first movies to show a creature from space, which made people think about life beyond Earth. This idea was new and exciting at the time. The movie also showed scientists and the military working together to face an unknown threat, which reflected the real-world cooperation during World War II and the start of the Cold War. The film's suspense and the scary alien made it a favorite for many and inspired future movies and books about science fiction and horror. It helped start conversations about how humans might react to meeting beings from other planets and the possible dangers. The movie remains a classic and is still enjoyed by many today. In the early 1950s, a film was made that would become a notable entry in the science fiction genre. James Arness, who played the alien creature, skipped the premiere because he was self-conscious about his appearance, which he jokingly likened to a giant carrot. The creation of this character cost $40,000, a sum that would be close to $370,000 today. Paul Frees, a voice actor in the film, was also known for his roles in other significant films, many of which have been preserved for their importance to culture and history. The 1951 film The Thing from Another World is well regarded for its early science fiction horror elements. Critics praised the movie for its suspenseful atmosphere and strong character development. It was a success with audiences, known for its thrilling story and special effects that were impressive for the time. The film did not receive any major awards or nominations, but its positive reception helped to establish the careers of the director, Christian Nyby, and producer, Howard Hawks. It also influenced the genre, inspiring future films with its mix of science fiction and horror. The appreciation for the film's craft and storytelling solidified its status as a classic in the years following its release. In the early 1950s, a film was made that unfolded over 2 days in November 1950. During this time, actor James Arness saw his friendship with John Wayne come to an end. The rift occurred in 1959 after Arness missed a meeting with Wayne about a role in The Alamo, leading Wayne to believe he had been intentionally ignored. Meanwhile, Paul Frees, another actor, had honed his skill at performing multiple characters on radio to such an extent that by 1948 he was starring in his own show titled The Player, where he showcased his talent by playing every character. These events and talents came together in a production that captured the attention of its audience, leaving a lasting impression on the film industry. During the filming of The Thing from Another World, the cast and crew faced the challenge of creating a convincing Arctic environment. They filmed in a refrigerated set where their breath could be seen, adding to the cold and isolated atmosphere of the story. James Arness, who played the Thing, had to endure heavy makeup and costume that was quite uncomfortable in the cold conditions. Despite these challenges, the team worked together to bring the thrilling story to life. The director, Christian Nyby, and producer, Howard Hawks, often collaborated, leading to debates about who truly directed the film. This teamwork and dedication resulted in a film that is still celebrated today for its suspenseful storytelling and special effects. In the realm of classic science fiction, Everett Glass stood out for his portrayal of Dr. Wilson, and later as Timmick in World Without End. The film also made a nod to real-life events, with a character referencing the infamous Snyder Gray murder case, highlighting the blend of fiction and reality. Notably, the production featured a large number of uncredited stunt performers, outnumbering the main cast, which is a testament to the behind-the-scenes talent that contributed to the film's success. The 1951 film, The Thing from Another World, is a significant work in the history of cinema, particularly in the science fiction genre. It was one of the first movies to feature a creature from outer space, setting the stage for many future films that explored similar themes. Its story of scientists and military personnel grappling with an alien threat in a remote, icy setting created a blueprint for suspense and horror in isolated environments. This movie influenced later classics like Alien and John Carpenter's The Thing, which directly referenced the original film's concept and setting. The use of a menacing, otherworldly antagonist paved the way for the portrayal of aliens in Hollywood, shifting from the previously common depiction of friendly or benign visitors to more hostile entities. Its approach to storytelling, character dynamics, and special effects continues to inspire filmmakers and captivate audiences, making it a timeless piece of film history. In the lead-up to filming, actor James Arness was involved in the creation of his character's look, starting 2 months before the cameras rolled. The creature he portrayed makes its first appearance well into the movie at around the 70-minute mark. Unexpected weather challenges during shooting in Montana led to a significant budget increase to $1 million and extended the production timeline. In the world of voice acting, Paul Frees was a significant figure. His talent extended beyond the screen, lending his voice to the character John Beresford Tipton in the television series The Millionaire. His skill was not limited to original roles. He was also sought after for his ability to dub dialogue for other actors. This was especially useful when other actors had heavy accents, lacked English skills, or delivered poor performances. His dubbing work ranged from single lines to entire roles, showcasing his adaptability and skill in bringing characters to life. Regarding the creature in the classic film, the decision to remove close-up shots was made because the makeup effects were not convincing up close. This choice, however, inadvertently added to the character's mystery, as viewers were left to imagine the details of the creature's appearance, making it even more daunting and enigmatic. The less the audience saw, the more frightening the creature became, relying on the power of suggestion to evoke fear. In the world of early science fiction cinema, the cast often brought diverse backgrounds and talents to the screen. Robert Cornthwaite, before stepping into the spotlight, honed his skills in radio and completed his education at the University of Southern California. Height played a significant role in casting choices, with both James Arness and John Dierkes standing tall at 6 feet 6 inches. However, it was Arness's striking looks that landed him the role of the creature. Meanwhile, Margaret Sheridan, who surprisingly received top billing, had a close connection with director Howard Hawks and was set for stardom in Red River before personal circumstances took precedence. These individuals' journeys and attributes contributed to the unique makeup of the classic film's ensemble. In a tense moment, Barnes is tasked with watching over a frozen creature, and to calm his nerves, he whistles a classic tune, "Bury Me Not on the Lone Prairie." This scene is part of a unique film in Howard Hawks' career, marking his only foray into the science fiction genre. Meanwhile, Dewey Martin, known for his role as Sergeant Wilder in The Longest Day, is featured in just a couple of scenes, despite the film's extensive cast and multiple storylines. In the process of bringing a classic science fiction tale to the screen, two notable figures, Howard Hawks and Ben Hecht, contributed their writing talents to the script without official credit. The creation of the film's memorable creature was no small feat. It required the dedicated efforts of makeup artist Lee Greenway, who spent 5 months and crafted 18 different sculptures before finalizing a design that met the director's approval. One of the film's most iconic scenes, where the characters discover the alien craft encased in ice, was ingeniously shot in the sweltering heat of the San Fernando Valley, cleverly disguised to appear as a frozen landscape. This behind-the-scenes look reveals the dedication and creativity that went into making this enduring piece of cinema. The 1951 film The Thing from Another World has been a memorable part of many viewers' lives. If you have watched this classic, share how it touched your life or changed the way you see movies. Your stories help keep the love for cinema alive. If you enjoy these trips down memory lane, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more discussions on the movies that have shaped our lives. Your participation makes our community stronger. Share your story today.